Alright guys, so I'm going to make some halwa today. I'm going to be using my leftover 2 pieces of bread ends here. We've got some milk, some ghee, some saffron here, some cardamom. I'm going to use the rest of these dates. There's just a couple in there. We've got some pecan halves, some granulated sugar here. This is sweetener, and then some cashews. That's everything we're going to use to make halwa today. It's a type of Indian dessert. So first thing here, I cubed my bread. I'm going to get a pan out and heat some ghee. I've also got my nuts and dried fruits ready. These will be fried after the bread. Now I've got half a cup of milk here. I'm going to be adding this in the microwave and then putting a little bit of saffron in it. Alright, so I've got this nice saffron here. I'm going to sprinkle some in a cup here. Mix that up nicely. You can see the color is going to start blending and mixing. We're simply going to set that aside for a little bit. I'm going to be adding in that tablespoon of ghee there. Let it melt nicely. Then we'll be putting those bread pieces in and frying them. Now the goal for this bread here is to turn golden brown and crispy. Now I'm actually only making halwa because I don't want to waste the bread that I had gotten. I was down to the last 2 pieces and nobody really likes the ends of the bread. So I'm just trying to make something more creative with it. Something to, limit some waste of food. So this is looking great, so I'm going to set this aside now. Everything's kind of nice and golden in there, so we're going to set that back on the plate. Next we're going to add more ghee in there. We're going to do those beautiful nuts and dried fruit. So we're also going to make this a little bit toasty and golden as well. That looks perfect. We're going to take it off the element. Next, we're going to pour in that saffron milk and bring it to a boil. Then you'll be mixing back in those bread. Mixing that nicely in there. And you'll be mashing that bread with your spatula. Next, you're going to add in some sugar, some tablespoons of the granulated. This is like 0-calorie sweetener. Kind of like that. Then I'm going to add in those nuts again. Looking great. We're going to keep mixing it up a bit. We're going to add in some of that cardamom here. Probably like this much is great. Alright guys, that there is the halwa. I'm going to put in a little bit of this sugar-free sweetener, icing sugar on it now. And there we have it guys, that is the final result. That is how you use your rest of your bread so you don't waste any. So enjoy. So this is called halwa guys. I made it with my bread ends so I didn't waste anything. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for liking, following, and subscribing to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Eva Storm XOX. A little bit of icing sugar on top to add that added sweetness.